Welcome back, everybody, on your Southwest Outdoors Report this week. We are revisiting some of the best places for you to go and catch several different species of game fish around our four-state region in the hot summer months. Back earlier this spring, there was a little bit of a scare about the return of golden algae along the Brazos River system in the state of Texas. There was a small fish kill. Possum Kingdom Lake, Granbury, and Whitney were also affected to some degree. So we took a little trip a few weeks ago down to Lake Whitney to check on the striper fishery. We found that the fishery is in great condition. There was no lasting effect by the golden algae. So we're going to check in right now, show you one of the good stripers we managed to catch in deep water. Right after that, we've got Brian Hughes standing by with your Texas freshwater fishing report, followed by Bill Olson down on the Texas Gulf Coast. Oh, look at this. Man. He's got a mouthful. Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Snag-Proof Lone Star Lakes update. Now, last week I told you about Lake Allen Henry being closed due to an oil pipeline burst. This week, we have Falcon Lake in South Texas closed due to flooding. So if you're planning a trip down there, call ahead to see when the water levels recede and they'll reopen the lake. Now, hot summertime bass fishing, Fayette County. Yes, it's a power plant lake and water temperatures are 95 degrees and even higher, but if you'll go find the humps out there and drop a Carolina rig, a drop shot rig, or a deep diving crankbait on top of them, you'll catch a mess of Fayette County bass. And on OHIV, a proven tournament pattern this time of year is a jig on the ledges about 15 to 25 feet deep. Just look for those ledges on your graph and you should find some fish. Now, catfishing, we have Louisville, we have Livingston, and we have Pat Mays, all great catfishing lakes right now. Use your prepared catfish formulas, live bait or cut bait, and look in those timbered areas around the points right where the timber starts to play out, and you should be able to catch a mess of Texas catfish. Now, let's check in with Mr. Bill Olson. He's on the coast.
Hi folks, this week's report is brought to you by Killer Tackle by TTF, producers of the Stingmate Stingray Sting First Aid Kit and Jellyfish Sting Relief Gel. Don't go wade fishing without them. They're available at tackle retailers or the website on the screen. Well, there's lots of news along the Texas coast this week. Offshore, the red snapper season closes in federal waters Friday, July 23rd, and that there are rumors the season may briefly reopen this fall since the recreational allowable catch was not achieved due to the BP oil spill and Gulf fishing closure. However, the red snapper season remains open in state waters out to 9 nautical miles. There's some great fishing available. Even better news is that back on July 15th, the Gulf shrimp season opened. That means the mosquito fleet has plenty of targets to pursue offshore. Shrimp boats drag all night and anchor during the day, and while anchored, they cull their catch and become magnets for a variety of pelagic species. Along the mid-coast, the flats around Dagger as well as south of the JFK Causeway are producing good numbers of quality speckled trout. On the lower coast, specks, mangrove snapper, and puppy drum are being caught on live and artificial bait in South Bay as well as around the Isabella Causeway. This weekend, Saturday has a single tide schedule of 1 high and 1 low tide. This Sunday has a double tide schedule of 2 high and 2 low tides. I'm Bill Olson, and I'll see you on the coast.
Crappie. Not a very big one. All right, we're going to take a quick break, but before we head to the break, let me tell you that the crappie are out in fairly deep water right now, suspended on brush, and we'll talk about that some. Coming up in the Lawrence Hot Lake of the Week in just a minute. A couple of weeks ago, you might have seen on the show, we went night fishing for the first time in the 8-year history of the show. Went fishing under lighted boat docks, and this can be done anywhere across our region. The crappie will come up and feed on the bait fish that is attracted to these lighted boat docks. So we found a very brightly lit boathouse out over about 20 feet of water, pulled up to it, and the crappie were stacked in there thick. Used a black Bobby Garland Slab Slayer crappie jig on a fairly heavy 1/4 ounce Moglo head, picking it up off the bottom, and the crappie were all over the place. And you can do that on your favorite lake as well. Stay with us. When we come back, I'll have your Lawrence Hot Lake of the Week, show you one good deep crappie hotspot for the summertime, and Gary Dollahan is standing by with your weekly Oklahoma fishing report.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by Nitro Performance Bass Boats. Fish your best in a Nitro. By Stren, the standard of dependability. By Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. And by Motor Guide, never stop.